Let me start with a mindset shift. I want you to start by putting aside anything that you've heard about building a personal brand, especially when it comes to social media. So I'm not saying forget about it, just let's put it on the side. I want you to see a new perspective. I want you to think about your own behavior when it comes to deciding to buy something. Okay? When it comes to you deciding to work with someone or to buy a particular product from someone. So let's start with that journey. In particular, think about your experience and what influences you. And what really influences your decision when you want to trust someone enough to pay them for their services or for their products, especially if it's high ticket, especially if it's a pricey one. So, if you think about that deeply from your perspective, sometimes you are in a position where you are aware of an issue that you have. You're aware of a certain struggle or a problem that you have. So, let's give you an example. Let's say that you know for a fact that your website is not the greatest and that it really requires an overhaul. It's not the way that it should be. So there are times where you are aware of the problem. You're aware of a challenge that you are facing. And there are other times that you might not really be aware of an issue, or at least you are not considering, or you never thought of something being an issue in the first place. So, to use that as an example, you might think your website is really good. At least it's good enough, it does the job. And then you watch something on social media, it could be an article that you read, and then you become aware of a problem. So, these are the two different ways that the journey kind of starts, either by you being aware of a problem or you're not aware and then somebody kind of points it out for you. As a result, you might decide to take a look closer at the problem. You start by consuming different material by different experts on this topic. What happens next is that you start consuming more from the people that you kind of gravitate towards their material because you feel that they have in-depth knowledge about this topic. Other steps start to take place. You start consuming and being interested about their material because of different things, because they have a contrarian take on the matter, because of their in-depth detailed knowledge that the way they share it. It could be because of their style, their knowledge, their language, trigger words that they use, the examples that they use. It could be because of their specialization in your industry. Then comes the next step and another layer of this trust factor. When they share tips, you try them, it works. They kind of give you certain examples of someone that was in a similar situation like you, and they've helped them out by fixing certain things, and it has done the transformation that was promised to them. They share case studies, they share amazing reviews, amazing testimonials from their client. And this might push you to another level. They've earned bits and pieces of trust, and it will push you to investigate more. One layer of trust on top of the other. So you see where this is going. So far, I haven't mentioned follower count, not because it's not important, but it's because the follower count is perfect for the initial visibility. When you first get introduced to these people, you might see, oh, okay, so they're getting followed by a lot of people. They must know something. But it's not the factor of the decision that you make when you're buying from them, especially when it's high ticket. So many other factors that I've kind of given you an example on in this journey play a role in your journey as a customer yourself, in your experience when deciding to buy something from an expert. For this kind of layering to happen, for your reputation or your personal brand to have those type of value and equity in the minds and in the hearts of the people that you deem are your audience, we have to start with five very important elements that you need to accumulate and you need to stack to create that kind of effect